So we've gotten a decent number of earnings reports out for the energy and industrial sector, and I wanted to obviously just dive in and see if any stood out to anybody. So Taylor, anybody sticking out to you so far?
Well, yeah, Core Labs is a company I own, so I pay attention to it whenever they report. Not just because I own it, but because they typically have a pretty good understanding of what's going on in the oil and natural gas markets.
They're basically, for our listeners that don't know, the world's favorite oil consultant.
Yeah, they use data, technology, science, chemistry, all these different mechanisms to determine the best way to produce oil or natural gas from individual wells across the world. Not only originally produced, but also production enhancement is a big part of their business, and that's the part of the business that suffered the most in this last quarter. You look at total revenue down 7.5%, but enhanced revenue enhanced production segments revenue down 13%. So almost double.
That doesn't sound that bad. I mean, correct me.
But that's also going up against a relatively tough comp in 2014. So we're done with the hard 2013 comps where oil prices were soaring. We're starting to see comps against a rough 2014.
And that's why it doesn't seem like only 13%.
Yeah, because they were flat essentially in the third quarter of 2015, down 7.5%. So quarter after quarter, they are down. And so it's a little tougher for them. And the production enhancement segment deals mainly with shale and offshore. So we're talking about some of the more expensive oil to produce at the moment. Obviously, those are two segments that are going to see some decline if oil prices remain at $30 a barrel.
Now, Core Lab's CEO has been one of the more bullish CEOs, and he just talks about decline rates all day long and everything. Did you catch anything new from him at all?
Not necessarily on decline rates, but he did say that he expects a V-shaped recovery to begin in the back half of this year. So look for maybe late third quarter, early fourth quarter, in his mind, to see some recovery, and not just a slow U-shaped recovery. I mean, they either go V or U in the oil markets, as all people ever refer to. So he's looking for a relatively sharp recovery.
There's nothing in between. It's either a V or a U recovery. You can't have anything.
It's all black and white.
No W, no Y, no X, just V.
No J's, none of that.
No. So he's expecting a sharp recovery relative to what other people are expecting, including Schlumberger, who Tyler, I think, is going to chat about a little bit.